Hi everyone, we're back at 501 Spin with Andrea and her client Kathy to relate Kathy's success story. Go ahead, Andrea.
Thank you, Kim. I just want to formally introduce Kathy. She is a fantastic client of mine, and I've chosen her for the success story of the day, the first one of 2011, because she's quite inspirational as far as where she's come from and then how she continues to make an amazing fitness lifestyle. So with that, I just want to ask her a few questions for all of you so that you can learn more about her and be inspired. So Kathy, I have been training with you for a little over a year now.
Right.
And it's been wonderful, by the way.
We've saved.
And we're not killing each other yet. So, but why don't you tell us a little bit about before you met me and sort of your journey into fitness?
Sure. About 2 years ago, right about this time, Andrea, I had gone to a doctor's appointment, had some lab work done, and came home not too pleased with the results. And I weighed about 50 pounds more than I do today, 40 pounds more than when I met you. And I knew, as a health professional myself, that I had to make some changes. And I felt that those changes were really within my capability. So I started on my own, walking and then going faster and running. And at first I just did it in the skyways after work.
Oh, wow.
And then as the weather got warmer, graduated to outside. And then I reached kind of a plateau just before I met you. And I knew from my own reading that strength training was going to be the next step. I'd never done that, so I sought you out to help me learn those steps.
So before we go on, I just want to ask you again, so you've lost about 90 pounds total?
No, 50.
So 50 pounds,
Right,
okay.
right.
I just wanted to clarify.
Thanks for the extra.
Yeah. So, but 50 pounds is a lot, Kathy. And what's interesting is how we met is through LinkedIn.
Right.
It's amazing. So
we placed a little,
yeah.
Come and meet me if you want to, and it was well timed for me. I wanted to.
Yeah, because we're both associated with the U of M. And so, okay, so we met through LinkedIn. You never heard about me. You never talked to anyone about me. What made you decide to come?
It was really a coincidence in timing. The positivity in both the little ad that you had and then how you relayed yourself on the phone. It's like, yes, this is someone I can work with.
And so she came in for her free consultation and decided to train. At that point, we started slowly. So tell us about when we first started. What was it like for you? Was it fun? Was it hard?
Both.
Fun and hard, yeah.
I would go home aching and sore, but really eager to do more with you the next week, and even before long to do things on my own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we started out very basic with her program, and it's amazing to see how she's growing. So tell us a little bit about some of the things that we do together when we work out.
I think the thing that I do with you that I have the most fun doing is kickboxing.
She's good at it too, trust me. I've had to get out of the way a few times.
And we've also done a lot of things. We've done step training, we've done Pilates, we've done weights, and part of what I was hoping to learn from you and I did was how to carry that activity into work at home too.
Exactly. So she's gotten a lot of direction. Another thing that we've worked on is helping her with some injuries and how to rehab them. Tell us a little bit about some of the injuries that you've had in training, and that not from training, but why and how we help them.
I think some of those were inevitable given my level of inactivity before we started. You know, to work out the very first week that I ever started, to cope with blisters, and then to realize that those kinds of injuries aren't setbacks, but things to learn from. How do you work around
That's
them?
amazing.
How do you work through some of them? And how do you modify activity
Yes.
to avoid them in the future?
Yes.
We've done a little bit of all of that.
Yes, I agree with you. And so that's something I think is exciting, is that injuries don't have to be a setback, that you quit. It's that you have direction through them. And she has been an amazing example of that. So also, tell us a little bit about the Real Rider introduction with spinning and how that's helped you with your running and just your overall fitness. Talk about that.
I think you had suggested that I start spinning about a year ago.
I
And I sat on a class on a traditional spin bike, And I did that for about 9 months before I started Real Rider. I am really happy that I did it in that progression, because I think the initiation on the Real Rider might have just blown me away. But the Real Rider, as I've become stronger in this class, it's made my traditional class better. It's made my running better. In the winter, I move from outside onto the treadmill, and I've been noticing that I'll go, well, what if I set the pace here and try this pace for 5 minutes, and before I know it, I've done it for 15 minutes. And the next time I go, well, that was fast. What if I did it this fast? And so I've noticed that Real Rider is actually, without me even having to work at it, made me a faster and stronger runner.
That's amazing, yeah. I think when I think of you, Kathy, I think of you as building blocks in fitness. So she started on her own, and then she came and worked with me, and we just kind of keep adding a new element to keep it exciting, keep it interesting. So it truly is a lifestyle. So is there anything else that you want to add to inspire everybody?
I think the aspect of it's a lifestyle rather than it's something you do and then you can let fall aside.
Yes.
It really is something that you want to work and cope and do every day.
Exactly. I couldn't agree more with you. Thank you for the interview, and thank you, Kim.
Thank you, girls. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thanks.